What is this is Aspect here. Welcome back to another episode of Room Number 9. As today, we have an important choice in our hands because someone's going to get hurt through this, and literally in every way possible. I mean, at this point, I feel like the characters might be lost, but I don't know. We'll see. That's the whole point. We're going to find out how deep we're going to jump into like this. What you call it? I don't even want to call it a fantasy per se. It's just like into this very disturbing warped reality that we live in right now in this game, if that makes any sense. It's kind of interesting in a way. I was actually thinking about it like since last time I made the video for this. Sorry about that, by the way, but we'll have an update for you guys soon on that when it comes to like videos. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. You guys will like it. I would hope, at least. But I was thinking, because I was thinking about Alice in Wonderland. It's kind of like that same way, except in a very fucked up way, obviously, where it's just like, yeah, they got put into a world, except like it's the most bleak world possible, but with like endless possibilities and just like fantasies that you could have. But the thing is like, you know, you gotta mutually like it. Like that one room who definitely loves this, but in this case, like no one likes this. No one, and it's really hard to watch. But anyways, again, I gotta remind you guys, because based off the options we had, other than task 1, which, yeah, task 1 is, you know, whatever, like it's fine on YouTube, but the other 2 options, just giving you guys a heads up again, if it ends up going to one of those 2 options, which is my guess, I think it is, just giving you a heads up again, that's only going to be up on Patreon. And if you want to check that out, link in the description box down below. $1 a month gives you full access to that. So if you want to check it out, Patreon, link in the description box down below. Without further ado, I'm not going to bother you much more. I want to jump in this because I'm not sure how much YouTube minutes we're going to have on this episode, because something tells me it's going to be a lot on Patreon. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and continue on some more Room Number 9. I figured it'd come out sooner or later, but still felt shocked when it actually did. By it, I mean stretch. And on top of that, they added more options. The specific content was a little more tasteless than I anticipated, though. How do you assholes come up with stuff like this? How am I supposed to lighten the mood when this is the material you give me? No, there's no lightening the mood. Everything about this is fucked up. I don't want to do this anymore. We made it 7 days and now this? I had to read it again to be sure, and again and again, but every time I read it, an icy cold sensation pierced my heart. The cross-dressing option only required Seiji to, well, explode, if you will. Okay, I'm just trying to think of a happy way of thinking of it, but I still had to, you know, cast my spell. Could Seiji even explode under the circumstances? I was pretty sure I could, but it was asking a lot from Seiji if his, you know, his thunder from down under got hurt or something. But plus, I really didn't want to just debate Seiji like that. I didn't want him to force him to wear women's clothing. I didn't really know why, but there was something especially repulsive about being asked to do that while making Seiji cross-dress. Choking one only seemed to require me to explode, and so specify that they confirmed that his face turned red. He didn't have to be knocked out. That one might actually be easier on Seiji, at least. Even if we went on with the other option, if he couldn't explode, it'd all be for nothing. But even if we went with the choking one, it had the caveats that Seiji's hands needed to be bound, and I had to keep choking him throughout the act. Could I do something that terrifying? Could I explode doing that? That was why I thought my task was a better option, but Seiji was going to reject that idea. I could totally deal with an injury like that, though. My voice trembled a bit as we spoke. I watched Seiji's face as he looked away to think. He really was handsome no matter situation. He brought a hand to his mouth almost like he would if he was smoking. That reminds me, he hasn't been smoking lately. He must be out. That settles it. I knew how we'd use any excess points. I was going to give him a carton of cigarettes, assuming he wanted to smoke, that is. 3. The one where I had to choke Seiji while having explosive squat thrusts with them until I exploded? He had a choice between being embarrassed, being pushed to the verge of death, or hurting me, and he picked the one that might kill him? hated all of them. I didn't want to do any of these things. All I could think at that point was which choice would be the least bad and which I could actually pull off. Okay, so yeah, option 1 is completely out of the option. Go figure. But I feel like task 1 is just gonna be there forever, and we're just gonna like be like shrug. Three just sounds terrible. It really does. 2 is embarrassing, yes, but it's not like, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, I feel like 3 is just bad. Like, I feel like we're gonna develop a power complex, and that is the last thing I want to see. I don't want to see that. Simple as that. Because if we see that, I feel like we might end up like being forced to choose certain options later on, and we still have a couple days left in this, assuming we do the task, of course. So saying that, I'm going to go with option 2. I think I mentioned this last time. Again, I can't go with that power complex, that god complex thing where, like, I can't see that through too. I just couldn't. I couldn't choke Seiji. I had a feeling that the option was going to make Seiji feel demeaned, and I didn't want to make him cautious, but it was better than choking him. Exactly, that's how I feel. It's like, it's embarrassing and humiliating, yes, but it's not like I'm choking him to death. Like, hell no. Like, no, I wouldn't want to do that. Again, it's just that power complex. And again, it feels like the flip side. It's like, I mean, either way, it's bad, but it's one of those things where it's like, even with option 1, I guess technically my argument would be the same. It would be like power complex, like, and except for Seiji in that case. Or in this case, it's like if we did the third option, like Seiji would have the power complex thing where he might develop it. That's the thing. It's all on a maybe. But again, I don't want to be that. I don't want to like have that even linger around, like the thought of it and him having that thought, because again, it's going to ruin not only Seiji's life, but I feel like it's going to ruin Daichi's life too. Just on his way of thinking for moving forward, which is why I think option 2 is the best, but I hope so. I'm probably wrong per the usual, but we'll see. I rarely got things right in visual novels. We all know this. In a blind let's play, I rarely got things right. The couple times I did, I think I did it right in Lamento. I definitely did it right in Dramatical Murder, surprisingly, by accident, honestly. Definitely not Tsukai no Chi. I don't think I did in did I? I don't think I did in definitely not No Thank You. Hell no. No Thank You was a Suicide Squad mission. But yeah, anyways, so I'm 50-50 for the most part. Oh, I got a phone call. 1 second. Sorry about that, but I got some good news. I got a job interview. Hey, that's nice. Anyways, something to look forward to. Hell yeah. Anyways, unlike this, I mean, in a way, maybe yes, but also at the same time, no. It's like, yeah, but no. But anyways, yeah, I can't go with that option. The power complex again. But even if I wouldn't kill him, I was scared of possible side effects. He was my best friend after all. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Like, the thing is, like, I can't be the only one, but like, my best friends and I, it's like we've done embarrassing things in front of each other. I mean, not like to this extent, but like there's been really embarrassing things that's like, yeah, it's like I feel like it's more common. But like choking somebody in this case, like in a way that's supposed to show like pleasure and stuff, like no, like I can't. And like doing this, like, yeah, it would be the worst side effects, I feel like, because I feel like if I choose that option and then later on there's another option that I'm like forced to choose because I chose this option that involves, like, again, a power complex, and I feel like after this whole events that happened in this in room number 9, I feel like Seiji would start avoiding Daichi, and that's the last thing I want. But anyways, again, yeah, I'm scared of the possible side effects too. At the very least, I didn't want him to die or do anything that might damage that big beautiful brain of his. So the cross-dressing option was clearly way better, right? I'd protect him, even if I didn't really believe that, even if I knew I was just fooling myself. He quietly nodded and looked down at the tablet again. That was the end of the conversation. We'd do it later. The power and tension I could see from the back of his neck told me as much. I felt tremendously guilty, and I'd have to sit with that feeling until that evening. The silence was brutal. But I couldn't even crack a joke to try to ease the tension. I just had to wait away the hours of that uncomfortable anticipation. Yeah, it is going to be awkward, but warm, humid air flowed into the room, and I could sense someone approaching the bed. Seiji had led to the bathroom. He was probably still wearing nothing but a towel. I was sitting on the other side of the bed with my back to him and had left the undesignated underwear set and special sauce on the bed. I didn't watch him change, and I was sure Seiji wouldn't want me to either. It was so weird. We should have spent the day playing in the ocean under the summer sun and come home exhausted after having too much fun. If we'd been really lucky, we might have been doing this sort of thing with girls we met on the beach. He changed in complete silence. Part of me was a little excited, but my stomach also felt like it was full of lead. Ugh, I hate this. I didn't want to see him like that. I don't want to do this. I can feel this bed sink from added weight. Just a heads up again. If you see a cut in between this scene and the next scene, then yeah, you guys know it's gonna be on Patreon and on YouTube. I'll see you guys in a second, but I can't remind yourself that I didn't have a choice, that I had to do it. Hello, YouTube. Whew. That was intense. Just to put it in perspective, if you guys watch Camp Buddy, if you played Camp Buddy or watched my Let's Play of Camp Buddy, that scene was on the same level as Yoichi. Specifically, when Yoichi, it was during the campfire, or not campfire, I'm sorry, when Keitaro was sick. No, was that the part I'm thinking of? No, when they went inside the cabin, or like the what was her name? Yuri's cabin. When they the shed. When they went to the shed, that scene, it had like the same amount of intensity as that in perspective. Anywho, but it's good to see you guys back. How much time we have left? I don't know how long it fit. Yeah, we don't have too much longer, unfortunately. So, but I changed the sheets and tossed everything that reminded me of what we just done in the exchange chamber. Seiji still hadn't come out of the bathroom. I could hear the shower running. He must have been taking so long because he was trying to clean the milk out of himself. The instructions mentioned it could cause digestive issues if he didn't. Oh, maybe I should have used, a hefty. Maybe that was it. It wasn't in the instructions, so I didn't think of it. I've always taken care of to use them when I was with women, but it just didn't occur to me this time. I lay down on the side of my bed and listened to the sound of the shower. My whole body was exhausted, and I felt sleepy the second I closed my eyes. Seiji, my best friend. I knew him better than anyone. That was slightly slouched posture of his, how his vision really wasn't that bad, and how, no matter how extremely handsome he was, the corner of his eye still wrinkled when he smiled. He was brilliant and could do anything he set his mind to, and even his personality was amazing. He was perfect. But even then, he would eat my basic fried rice with a beaming smile. He smoked, but not all that often. He had alcohol tolerance, but he rarely drank. He cared about his family a lot. The watch he always used a quality domestic brand, a gift from his father for getting into college. For the first girlfriend he had in high school, to all the girls he even kind of liked in middle school, I knew them all. I was so tired. Seiji would be back, wouldn't he? The only bed was the one we had in the that I violated him on. So he'd probably go to sleep trying to put as much physical distance between us as possible. What have I done? I will say, so guys, in case there's reasons you can't go on Patreon, which is completely fine. We had, I think, 2 choices. No, we had 1 choice. Yeah, it was just 1 choice. But anyways, I don't know why I forget things so easily. But pretty much, to put it simply, it was whether to ignore our feelings or we let our emotions out. It was pretty much hold our emotions within, or we let them go. I let them go because I felt like we had to give the impression to Seiji that, like, that this is hard for me too, because we have been holding in for 6 days straight now. We have, or 7 days now. For 7 days straight, we've been holding our feelings in, and trying to make it okay for Seiji. I like, if you guys on Patreon, if you've seen the scenes, you know how it is. Like, Daichi always had like an inner monologue scene during the scenes where he's just like telling himself, like, I need to act, I need to put on a face, like I need to put on a facade so he doesn't see how I really feel, so I don't make him feel uncomfortable. And we did that for 6 days straight. And then on that night, this episode, it was one of those cases where I feel like we had to show him that there's something, it's like, this is, we didn't want to do this either, but we have to. And I will have to admit, Seiji gave us the greatest smile that we have to protect. We have to do these next 3 tasks. We have to complete this because we got to protect that smile. You'll see what I mean. Anyways, though, silence. The food didn't really taste like anything anymore, and looking at the tasks had become routine. I'd grown tired of freaking out every time we looked at him, and Seiji didn't seem to really care about anything. I really hate how they seem to have noticed that and upped the cruelty further. Oh, well, it's... Wait, now they're both task ones? What? Hold up. What the hell is it? What is that word? I'm not going to say it because of YouTube purposes, but what is that word? Oh. 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 Is there anything inside that object? Okay. Wow. It doesn't sound too bad, but assuming, you know, there's gonna be things inside this because that's exactly what it's supposed to do according to what I just read. This wasn't exactly news, but these assholes were totally insane. I think they should check themselves inside a mental hospital. Why did it have to be like this? I glanced over at Seiji sitting in one of the chairs as I sat on the side of the bed to look at the tablet. Unsurprisingly, he looked a little shaky and his expression was stiff, but I was pretty sure he intended to do it anyway. I mean, he said no last time, but this was just too... Seiji seemed to be at a loss for a moment. But ultimately he nodded, and maybe I was just imagining it. Seemed just slightly relieved. I had Seiji injure me and got a 10-centimeter cut on my arm, but I resolved to get through it. Of course, there's no way they'll let it in there. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad we didn't have to see it because, yeah, I mean, I guess it is kind of necessary, but I don't know. The next day. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my God. Oh, that sounds like shit. We're not going to do that. No, that's the line. That's crossing the line, man. Ow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I can't think of that. Oh, that's painful. All right, we're ending it here. We are ending it here, ladies and gentlemen. But I did hope you enjoyed room number 9 because holy shit, that is, yeah, we're just going to do task A or whatever it's called because it's not even task 2 anymore. It's just task 1. We're just going to do that for now on because fuck that. We are not doing that. Hell to the nah, man. Hell to the nah. Oh, ow. Just thinking about it just hurts. Oh, I'm so sorry, Seiji, but I am not doing that. Fuck to the no. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I did hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and share the video. And if you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe down below and click that bell notification icon so you can be notified when the next video comes up. And again, let's try to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of October. That would mean the world to me. So let's get on that. Outside of that, again, if you want to follow me on all social media sites down below, links are in the description box. You'll see them all there. And other than that, again, Patreon has all the scenes. Again, $1 gives you full access to that. Outside that, thank you all for watching and be prepared. In my next video, there will be like a little, well, maybe not next video, but there is a schedule. But pretty much what I'm trying to say is that for the next 4 days, you should have videos. As I'm gonna literally record videos like literally, I'm gonna record like a bunch of videos in like 4 hours and just have like videos set up for you guys so you guys don't have to wait like every 4 or 5 days for another video, you know. But anyways, that's kind of the plan. But anyways, thank you for watching and I'll see y'all later. Okay, love ya, and don't forget to stay awesome.